Hello everyone, welcome to you all with another lesson. Today I am for the students of class 8 with English first paper. Today our lesson is, you can see on a whiteboard, Unit 5, Lesson 4. Unit 5, Lesson 4, A Man Who Loves Trees. The topic name, A Man Who Loves Trees. You can see here clearly, A Man Who Loves Trees. Dear learner, before entering into the class, I have to tell something that is very important. Dear friend or dear learner, who have no textbooks now, in your hand at present time, please keep a textbooks in your hand, then enter into the class. If you don't have any textbooks, please collect it from any other sources. Otherwise, this class will not be fruitful for you. That means you will not be able to understand it properly, and your watching of this video will not be perfect. Your target will not be fulfilled. So, dear learner, already we have learned our lecture name, Unit 5, Lesson 3, A Man Who Loves Trees. Here, love is very important. Love. This matter is very burning question nowadays, topic nowadays. No man can live except love. But here, love is very specific. Love is very specific. This love is very extraordinary love. So now, how is it extraordinary? How is it extraordinary? We can identify or we can notice by observing it that we know that love is generally related with lover, love from one person to another. It may be fake, maybe deep, and in different way, maybe in different types. So here we see that loves trees, loves trees. There is a connection. There is a connection between this word loves trees. That means love at nature, love at natural thing, natural thing. There is no indication of any man, any man. Man is loving trees. Man is loving trees. So here they are beloved. They are beloved or beloved. So dear learner, who loves trees, who loves trees, how can you know it? If we go through this passage, go through this topic, then we will be able to know who is this lover, who is this lover of natural trees. Here I can mention you that Kartik Pramanik, a hairdresser by profession. That means his occupation is hairdresser. But at heart, in the true sense of the term, he is really a nature lover. That means he loves trees. He loves to plant trees. So dear learner, if we go through this passage, we will, if we go through this passage, we will know many things. Kartik Pramanik was a hairdresser at the farthest corner of Bangladesh, there he lived. And his village name was Tarapur. What is Tarapur? His village name was Tarapur. In this village, this extraordinary man lived. This famous and noble man lived. And his passion was to plant sapling. That means plants, trees and plants. Once upon a times, there was no tree and plant in his place. That means there was hardly or rarely a seldom trees and plants in his locality. And he feel for the trees who were going to be died. So, dear learner, you have to try to understand what I am saying clearly. So, with the passage of time or in course of times, he was a hairdresser by his profession, but he was nature lover at heart. That's why he bought, he purchased the sapling, the plant, trees plants in his front, bearing the expenses from his own pocket and planted it beside the road, in the school campus, in the college campus, beside the canal, etc. And at one time, his village became full of greens, full of greeneries. At present, this man has grown old, has grown old. I can quote some line. I can here quote some line from the text. You can keep it a text by your hand. At the very beginning, there was a line at the farthest corner of Bangladesh. There was a village called Tarapur. Village called Tarapur. In your reading of first part, you will get some synonym. Here we can know an important synonym. Village. See, let's see on the whiteboard. Village. I'm writing. And what is it name? Its synonym? Hamlet. Hamlet is a small village, teeny area, a mini area. We know that Hamlet was a tragedy of Shakespeare, a play of Shakespeare, whose name was taken by Shakespeare by following the name one of his small child, one of his small boy who died previously with death. So Hamlet, this is synonym. Uh, we can notice here. In another word, we can say that rustic area, rural area, then countryside. I can write here countryside, rural area. So, dear learner, at first lines we have got some synonyms, some important words, and in this village there lives a man named Kartik Pramanik. He is a hairdresser by profession. Profession means occupation, but nature lover at heart. At heart. At heart. Heart. At heart. That means here we can say that actual, actual, as a matter of fact that, as a matter of fact that. Besides, there is another, in the true sense of the term. In the true sense of the term, I can write here true sense of the term. That means at heart. At heart. So his passion, that means his love, great love, osteoplant sapling, which is growing to gigantic. 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 That means massive. Massive. Huge size. Huge size. So big. In that way, we can define it. The word gigantic. That means very big. In simple way, we can say that is very big. Dear learner, here I am going to tell you some important matter that we this chapter or this lesson is many more weeks, so it is not possible to end this class perfectly. That means I will not be able to go through this passage. I will be able to end this passage perfectly. That's why I will read out only a portion of this lesson, a portion of this lesson, a part of this lesson. So, a part of the lessons, I will tell you, you have to listen carefully. Then you have to try to understand what I am telling to you. So, dear learner, we have learned about subjects. Village at heart gigantic. Village at heart and gigantic. He started planting trees when he was only 10 years old. 10 years old. He remembers what his father once told him. What his father once told him, my uncle, my son, you can earn the blessing of God by planting trees. He has never forgotten what his father told him. At present, he is 63 years old. He has planted hundreds of trees in his village. Many of the trees are now 34 to 40 years old. This is one portion, one part of this lesson. Here we can get another word, remember. Let's see. Remember is a word which is verb. Which is verb. Okay, now remember that means recollect. Recollect. Call up. Call up. Bear in mind. Bear in mind. I can write here. Bear in mind. And what not way we can define it. Its synonym. So when you will go through this passage, we will get some of this word, and you have to know this synonym word. If you don't know this synonym word, one day when the question paper will give you, and when the question paper will come to you, it will be very difficult for sometimes for this synonym word. That means you will get some synonym word, and this synonym word, if you don't know the meaning of the synonym word, it will be very tough for you to give correct answer. So, dear learner, I request you to memorize, to learn by heart this type of synonym. Not only this type of synonym, you have to know many more synonym and antonym word at the same time. Otherwise, you will not be able to answer perfectly the question number 1. Dear learner, I told you many things in this period or in this class only by reading or by going through only a portion of this lesson, but your duty is huge. Your duty is not little. Your duty is very important. So you have to practice once again many more times to understand this lesson perfectly. So I request you, please bring your textbooks in your hand and try to read out this topic, try to go through this lesson, and then you will be able to understand this passage. So dear learner, see you again with any other lesson. Thank you.